everybody. I just wanted to go live and do some design work for you and talk about some of the gorgeous things I got from the market this morning. A lot of this is all local varieties. I think right now we really need to work on supporting our hometown small businesses because I know I'm feeling it along with a lot of my other event and entertainment friends out there. But why don't we do some flowers to kind of liven up what we're, break up the monotony of all the virus talk on social media. So join me. I've got some no foam and some foam designs we can do today. I've got a variety of containers all lined up. We can kind of talk about pros and cons of some of it. If you have questions, let me know and I'll hop on and answer as many as I possibly can for you. I'm just going to adjust the camera a little bit lower so you can see some of my containers here because it's a little bit out of frame. But we are working from the dining room today because we're trying to stay out of the, we're not going out and about. So we're just going to work here from the table. Like I said, if you have any questions, comments, let me know. I'll try and talk about some of the varieties as we go. And I do have kids home, so excuse me if I have to hop off for a second and help with something, but here we are. So first I'm going to start with this really cute basket. It's made of natural fibers. It's kind of unusual, really cute. I did a bridal bouquet in one at one point. What, Scarlett?
Is it okay if I be kind with your video with you?
With my radio?
I meant video.
Yeah, you can be kind in my video. That would be okay. It has a plastic liner sewn in here around the edge. This is Scarlett, my faithful assistant. I do have just a third brick of foam in it just to secure some of the anchor points. Just enough to kind of hold everything in place, and then the rest will has flower food in the water. So
you really should be careful because these are really dangerous.
Yeah, these are very sharp. I start green first because I really believe that if you make it pretty with greenery, then flowers is just bonus. I'm going to start with something that takes up some room but has some, nice variegated, it's called Pittosporum, and see how these are, it's a light green with kind of a creamy leaf, and it's kind of nice because it's segmented, and so if you have, it's really nice for either height or short. So I'm just going to cut off a couple of the little segments in here. I want to hide my floral foam as best I can. She is a cactus and succulent huge fan, so we have a collection going. Clear any foliage that's going to go into the foam or water. That's where a lot of your bacteria will start, will grow, and so you just want to keep it as clean as possible. I personally like kind of fun shapes, something that you're not going to see everywhere. You have all shapes and sizes for clients and all different design favorites. You get the people that want the perfectly round, everything is in its place, prim, proper. And then you get the other end of the spectrum where they like it all kind of wild and crazy. I'm a little bit in between. I just like letting the flowers do what the flowers do.
I think this flower do what's supposed to do.
Yeah, that's kind of fun. Another greenery that's a staple in my everyday, hey guys. Another greenery that's a staple in my everyday design work is, let's see here. It's called Oregonia. It's a really woody stab, lasts forever. It comes in a dark hunter green. It also comes in this variegated. Boxwood is another really common name for it. It grows everywhere. It's really popular for hedges. It is a really nice strong anchor point, and it adds little texture because it's got the little leaves.
I painted this watermelon, but I painted
and it can just go right into the
wood
foam.
as a shape of a watermelon to make it as a watermelon.
How
This
are you
side
guys
is
doing
red,
with
this
kids
side is
home?
pink.
And I'm not gonna lie, it's been a little bit of a challenge for us.
the video about my watermelon.
Yes, they saw your watermelon. It's been a little challenge trying to get work done, but let me tell you how much admin work I've been able to catch up on with
cactuses.
so much downtime.
I'm a fan of cactuses.
Yeah, you are a fan of cactuses. Another greenery I use a lot. It's local. It grows all over the Pacific Northwest. I have a local forager. Thank you, Scarlett. I have a local forager that gets me some weekly, and he just has a permit, and he goes and forages out in the woods. It's salal. Like I said, it grows everywhere here in the forest. My mom's got it on her property, all over everywhere. But no foraging without a permit. It is against the law. So if you want that kind of a feel, just make sure you have all the proper paperwork filed. And then, I like a lot of different textures and colors. I like to fill things in. Take off all these leaves that might be below the water line. Try to keep a clean workspace for you guys so you don't get it all cluttered. I tend to be messy sometimes and then clean up at the end, and then my mom's like, "You made a huge mess today." Yes, I did. If you don't know me, I am Tamara. I am the owner of Poppies and Paisley. I also have my mom, Cindy. She's my partner in crime and works for me full time now. Let's add something else in here. This is a fern. Once again, it's a really local, hardy leather leaf fern. I think they're making a comeback, you know. It used to not be as fancy, but now that so many greenery weddings and events are really a big deal, all different kinds of ferns are starting to get really popular again. I like to have at least 3 kinds of greenery in my arrangements just because you get kind of that dimension and a lot of texture in there. And if it's pretty with greenery, it'll be even better with flowers. You know, it kind of allows you to play with some of your design a little bit better. Lets you have some creative control. You know, if you don't like the way something's going, you can always just pop it out and put it in somewhere else. And then, looks pretty good. All of my edges are hidden. You don't see any of the foam through there, which is good because that means you won't have any of your mechanics showing later. Sometimes I put a little bird. You know, sometimes I put a little bird peeking out through there. That's really cute. I had bird houses that had the little hole there, and I always put a little foam bird in there. It was the cutest thing. Extra here. Now I like to do some of my main, you know, big feature flowers. They can be lilies, some of these gorgeous, huge ranunculus. Roses, of course, are always a staple. We've got some hydrangea in stock. Gerber daisies are always a good one too. You know, that way you can get like your anchor points of where you want your eye to really move towards. Scarlett, can you please not walk back there? And let's do this guy. I was bad and I dropped him. So very ranunculus. It has a super high petal count there. It's a really good cool weather flower. You know, if you really like the peony or the dahlia look.
Oh my gosh, so I can get the cookie.
Okay, Scarlett, go ahead. If you really like that dahlia look or peony, you know, that garden rose, this is a really good option because it also has that really high, nice petal count. Comes in basically the rainbow of colors. It's beautiful. Really hardy. I love using them for like corsages because even though they look delicate, they blast out of water remarkably well. Let's take this nice big guy. I mean, how gorgeous is this color? I had to get them. They're from Peter Court, which is a local grower. And I carried them around in my basket for a long time. was like, I have nothing. I don't have a single order that those would work in, but I really want them. And they have these really fun little curly offshoots with little buds.
Oh God.
So it's kind of fun to. Okay, go ahead and have a cookie. I ordered cookies this morning from my friend Michelle with Trispel Bakery. But she made my kids custom gluten-free, because I have one celiac kiddo, and a dozen regular cookies of St. Patty's Day. And so this is royal icing cookie, the pot of gold. And then she made like leprechaun hats and rainbows and all sorts of things. And I did have them, and they were delicious. And another, let's see here, what else should we put in here? Another beautiful flower that I really, really love are these garden spray roses. They're, the beautiful garden rose.
This one looks pretty as well.
Okay.
That's not this one.
Okay, Scarlett. They're garden spray rose, so they have, multiple shoots per stem.
Can we have this one?
Okay, in a minute. Multiple blooms per stem. Of course, they're smaller, but their petal count is gorgeous once again, and I love that color combo there. You're going to want to take all of the foliage off just to, make those blooms last a really long time. To ensure that all the moisture and so they stay hydrated. But these are gorgeous. I love this color. My wholesaler, one of my favorites, is Frank Adams, and Billy pulled me some really great things this morning. And bear with me, designing backwards is tricky. But he pulled me all sorts of gorgeous things that I have for you all week long. I've got tons of containers. I've got tons of design ideas to try out with you. If you have any questions, or if you're wanting to see anything specific, just let me know, because I am happy to help in any way I can. If you are getting married and you have some questions about seasonability, pricing questions, or you really like something but it's not in your budget or not available when your date is. I know a lot of these date changes and postponements due to some restrictions right now are hard, because you have one plan and then all of a sudden you have to have a fall wedding or a winter wedding, and your spring or summer blooms just are not an option. Then just let me know, and I'm happy to help you do any of those, kind of figure out any of those plans. What else do we want in here? Let's do, I've got peachy pink and raspberry.
Box is empty.
Okay, yes, honey. What do I want to put in there with it? Ooh, these hellebore. This is another really great variety. It's a hellebore. You can see that it's kind of got that variegated center. It comes in a lot of pinks. It comes in burgundies, whites, greens. It's a cool weather flower. They're really, really fun because they have a really kind of forest feel. They're just really different. They're not something you see every day in mainstream. And I really like them just because they're so different, I really like just having a little bit. I'm going to turn this around so I can kind of see it real quick here. I just like having something unusual that you're not expecting to really draw your eye in and be like, oh, well, what is that? Their stems are a little softer, so I suggest putting them in the side areas of the container that didn't have foam, so that they can really drink well, and it's not any kind of a restriction there. We also have some gorgeous, let's see here.
Mommy, look at my tongue.
Oh my goodness, you have a black mouth. Freesia, this is a peachy tone color with a yellow throat. Smells amazing. It's also from Peter Court, and like I said, they are here. They are here locally, which is really nice, because I know I'm trying to support as much of the local businesses I possibly can with my purchases. Some things I just have to still purchase, you know, from the world economy. But some of these things I can get locally, and when I can, I do. What else here? Oh, some of these tulips. How fun are these? A local grower
Mommy?
has these gorgeous tulips with all the different. Hold on, sweet pea. They have a lot of variegation and kind of frilly edges. I really love them. I love that they're different. I love that they kind of do their own thing. So when you're designing with tulips, remember they're gonna grow about their blooms worth a day. You know, so tomorrow we get here, and you know, ish. And then their little heads are gonna go towards the light source. And so just remember that if you like the line that it's going, it won't always stay that way. So design with caution, but enjoy them because they are a short season little wonder. I think the Tulip Festival in Canby is going on right now. I'm not sure what kind of closures they're facing, but I always love going at least once a year. I like to go and walk the aisles. Tabitha from Delamort Photography has done family sessions with me there in the past, and they're always so pretty and so cute. I'm going to add a little bit of filler, you know, just some filler in here to fill out some of the textures, maybe another freesia. But it's so cute, you know, something so simple and so easy can really add a lot of just vibrancy and spring colors into your house. I always have flowers around, not always like arranged on my table, but I always have a vase of something or other in my kitchen, or I pick up something from the market because I wanted it and I didn't have an order from it, so I just bought it for me. Let's see here. I love these freesia. They have such a nice sweet smell. And let's see here. Another great filler is wax flower. It has a really light lemony scent. Once again, lasts forever. It's great for event work because it has, you know, a bunch of really little flowers. It's almost like it has a really vintagey feel, I think. Personally, I think it has, you know, kind of a vintage cottage garden feel. I'll put some stuff in the background here so that it fills it out a little bit. Available year-round, available in white, pinks, lavenders, hot pinks, like a purpley raspberry color sometimes I see at the market. Like I said, I use it for event work a lot. I love it in corsages. I really like it for like accents for boutonnieres, you know, because it lasts so long. Let's see here. What else do we really need? Maybe a little bit. There. Okay. Let's see. What else do we want to put in here? Yeah. These are fun. Lavender roses out of South America. Rose care. Oh, you know, when you're gonna use them, take off these edge petals. They're the guard petals. They're gross. You're supposed to tear them off. They will have the damage. They're the ones that protect the, you know, the beautiful inside flowers from shipping damage. They protect the bloom from processing damage, you know, like just all the shipping in general, handling them a little bit. And so yeah, it really like pop those right off and they look gorgeous. Oh, here's a better example of the guard petals. See, they're kind of green and they're just beat. They're just beat up from bruising, shipping, bugs. You know, if they're a no spray farm, like all of those guard petals, they just keep that nice inside flower. Beautiful. Clean cut. I like to do it at a diagonal so that as many of those water tubes are open for moisture. And voila, a gorgeous, really pretty, fun spring bouquet to send to somebody who you would like to see, but we're not allowed to see right now. It's just something fun, something unique, something unusual that you're not going to be able to just pick up at your local grocery store, which I really like. But yeah, it's just something fun. That was a basket. I think I'm down to just a few of these, but I love them. I've had them around for a couple of years. And then, let's see here, what containers? So that was a foam design, and let's do a no foam design, which is this really fun vase. It's big and has, I do a lot of sympathy arrangements in these, you know, with a big spread of like white Casablanca lilies that are really fun. I am, we're going to go with a lot of this eucalyptus. I get eucalyptus from a farm out in McMinnville. They're called J. Bacon. They grow all sorts of different kinds of eucalyptus. They grow flower varieties, tons and tons of dahlias, lots of sunflowers. You know, any of the local stuff that can be grown in the warmer weather, they will have, and their quality is outstanding. I'm just gonna clean some of these shoots off. You know, you take all of the foliage that's gonna be in the water out. I just like to get a little bit of a base here going, and then you can play around with it a little bit as you work through. Like I said, I like a little more wild, fun designs. But I also have some arrangements that or some containers that we can do a little more structured designs maybe tomorrow. My kids are patiently waiting to play video games. Do you guys have any questions? Is there anything that you have seen around that you want to talk about, how it's made or how it's done, or why something is priced that way? Just let me know. I'm happy to answer as many questions as I possibly can. See me squinting at the camera here and there. It's because I can't see on my tiny little screen very well. But I will hop on after we're done filming and kind of go through everybody's comments and see if there was anything that you guys wanted to learn a little more about.
I changed the printer.
Yes. Yeah, you took all your stuff off, didn't you? Okay. So, some different varieties of eucalyptus. And this is eucalyptus smell. The smell?
Koalas like eucalyptus.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Koalas do like eucalyptus.
And they like to eat that kind of eucalyptus.
You think so?
Yeah.
We do get a lot of our eucalyptus from Australia. She is not wrong. I personally try to stay as local as possible. However, you know, Australia. Their eucalyptus season is opposite ours, though. Their eucalyptus is on fall and winter into spring, and then, you know, when our wedding season starts up quite high, it's been foraged a lot over there already. Can you not be behind me? Thank you. So, you know, that's just one thing. My canner is going just a second here. I am canning some beans that I've been meaning to get to forever, and I said, hey, I've got nothing else to do, I might as well get those going. But, let's see here. So that's two kinds of greenery. What is our third one going to be?
Hey, Mommy.
This is artichoke. Artichoke greenery. How fun is that? Really unusual, right? Charles Little is another local grower, and they carry it here in the cool weather. Artichokes Artichokes prefer cool weather. They are not a fan of warm. I know mine die back as soon as it gets hot. But I just love the texture and the foliage. It's really different. You know, seam rolled. Stuff that I cannot help you right now. I just like that it's different. Peel off anything that's going to be in the water so that it doesn't have bacteria growth in there. This is a nice big. Their ends are kind of hollow and really soft, so they don't take much to pull that. Kind of maybe do a little steps there, different size thing here. Set it up. What color scheme should we do for this one? Let's do some burgundy snapdragons here. These were shipped in, but they're beautiful. Our snapdragons will probably start being available locally. I think it's hotter, June, July, you know, and then they'll be available through the first freeze. Here, what else we got? Some burgundy snaps. Probably should have planned this out a little bit better, but we live and learn. This is called Stock. You can see here, it's available in, this is a royal purple. It's available in pretty much the rainbow, you know, white, pink, purple, yellow, like a butter yellow. The pink, there's an apple blossom, which is almost peachy, and then there's like a pastel, really light pink, and there's a bubblegum pink, and they're starting to come out with a lot of different varieties now where they're kind of the dusty off-tone colors. I know that there's like a mauve, and which I'm going to use for a client in June. That's really cool. It's really new. These linear flowers are really fun. And then we're going to maybe color block this one. That might be fun. But yeah, it's just, you know, it's really fun to play around with a lot of them. And what do we want here? A couple of these in the same purple tone, these huge, beautiful ranunculi that'll open right up. You know, same thing with everything else. Cut your ends and get it right into the water. You only have a couple of seconds before those water tubes kind of dry out and just are not viable anymore. So you really need to make sure that you cut and poke right into that water so that they get the best moisture and hydration that they can to last you the longest. Here at the shop, we use a flower food in not only the water, but we also use a flower food topical spray. I personally have used Crowning Glory in the past. It's amazing. I've switched to Hawaiian Mist. Personal preference. Use whatever works, whatever you prefer, whatever works best for your shop or is locally available. But it's in a spray. We buy the big gallon, then we have a little sprayer that we spray each delivery right as we load it into the truck. It's a topical flower food and sealer. So it goes right on the blooms. It adds hydration, kind of seals in everything, and vitamins right to your arrangement, so you can really get the most life you can out of that. Then what else do we want here? I've got these orchids here. Aren't they fun? We have a orchid grower at the market, and sometimes he has bunches of orchid bloom stems that you can get every once in a while, and they are so pretty and so fun that sometimes I have to splurge just for me. Fresh ends on everything all the time. And pop that right in there. Once again, backwards is a little challenge. I'm not gonna lie, this is crazy. I don't know how the Floral Design Institute does it so flawlessly. But she always does an amazing job here. I watch her frequently when I'm doing admin work and she's got some video going on. I always watch the Design Institute stuff. She's so informative. If you don't watch them, I suggest following them because they've got great advice whether you're a florist or not. Always, always, always looking to learn and to really be on top of the cutting edge of things because you never know. These double bloom tulips are stunning, and they've kind of got some little side babies there. Those are always really fun. They're from the same grower as these purple tulips are, and they're beautiful. I even like tulips after they're blown. Like this one is starting to go up, and I still love it. I'm gonna finish this one up, and then let me know what you want to see tomorrow. I've got, like I said, I've got tons of containers, I've got tons of flowers, and I've got tons of time. So let me know what you want to see. Do you want to see a big, tall arrangement? Do you want to see some good everyday delivery type arrangements? Do you want to see, well, people are just driving me crazy. Do you want to see like wedding bouquets? What do you want to see? I'm happy to show you anything that you'd like. I'm here. Message me if you have questions. If you want anything delivered while we can't go and visit anybody, I am doing daily deliveries still. With a few amended rules. I can do deliveries. I'm just doing door drops with photo delivery confirmation instead. Of a signature, where we knock and leave the flowers. Just to keep the safety of my drivers. We don't want to pick up a germ and get out of the cookies, please. We don't want to give a germ to anybody, and we don't want to pick up germs for ourselves. So, we are doing porch deliveries, and right now a lot of the nursing homes are on lockdown. So they're not accepting deliveries unless it's previously arranged. So you can call ahead and see if somebody is able to even accept the flowers. And I'm happy to deliver if they're allowed to have the flowers. I am happy to take them to them. But some places are just not allowing that right now. But it's kind of nice to send a virtual hug with flowers. Mama? Yes, Scarlett?
You know where the plate go for my fun stuff?
The plate? Oh, I put all of the fun stuff where the fun stuff went. Like all your Play-Doh stuff went in your Play-Doh box and all that kind of, like I just put it all away where it goes.
The cookie cutters?
The cookie cutters are in your Play-Doh bucket. But yeah, let me know if you want any information in regards to anything at all. Let me know.
The players in the Play-Doh bucket as well.
Anything I can do to help you. I am here, but let me just finish this one right here. I will take photos of everything and post them online. If you would like to rewatch this video, it'll be available on replay here in just a couple of minutes. And isn't where I want it to go there. But yeah, and bear with me. I'm not a very good video person, but I figured I have so many flowers, I might as well join you all for an afternoon of designing. But yeah. if you need anything at all, see how it's kind of fun. It really, all the different textures and everything really drives you in. I will finish this up. I'll take some photos and I'll see you about the same time tomorrow.